What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. Today we're going over the Strun Prime again. The Strun Prime has been making crazy waves in the community, and yeah, I did like a long survival the other day, and didn't even use Korra's Whipclaw, just used the Strun Prime's Incarnon as my main DPS source. So we'll be talking about that today. Also talk about one of the Incarnon choices I didn't really like hyper focus on in my previous Strun video for lots and lots of heat procs and lots of like everything procs, honestly. So hope you guys enjoy these types of videos. We do them every day. Want to make sure I got this one out because, you know, it's important. And also by the time that the Strun Prime Incarnon is gone and it won't come back for another month, it might get nerfed by the time it comes back, honestly. That's what a lot of people are trying to say. Either way, we'll be going over that today. So yeah, the Strun Prime, I'm guessing you've seen the previous video. If you haven't, the general gist of this is basically the primary shot is like a normal like shotgun. And once you get some headshots, usually only one headshot, you can transform into Incarnon alt fire mode that has like a rocket launcher that has good crit, good status, and things of that nature. So once you go with the Incarnon choice we've gone for today, as you can see, 20 heat procs from one shot. I've seen 30 plus heat procs from one shot on this thing. So 54 heat procs. So this is what you can expect with the build we're going over today. It's so strong. Like I said, I didn't even use my Whipclaw on Korra in a long mission. And these guys aren't even like really like Viral procs. So if I was to throw Viral procs on them, you can only imagine how strong that would be. We've also put on Arcane Tempo, which is an arcane for shotgun, well, rather it's an arcane for frames that gives you fire rate for shotguns, and it will let you spam shots. I could make this even more disgusting. Since we've gone for Elemental Balance Evolution on the Tier 5 for the Strun, we have a ton of status chance, 436 currently. And that's only with, like, I think 2 status chance mods. This is the exact same build I showed on the previous video, but for higher level scaling, you're probably going to want to take out Blaze for Scattering Inferno. Let's just show the comparison of status chance. So with Scattering Inferno and Galvanized Savvy, our 2 status chance mods, we're at 436%. If I put on Blaze instead of Scattering Inferno, we get more base damage, but we lose about 111 or 109% status chance, which would mean at least one guaranteed status proc per pellet we're losing, and rather per explosion as well. If you direct hit with a minus 100% impact ribbon, as you can see, people are trying to tell me impact ribbons don't matter on this. They do. On the impact of the alt fire shot, it becomes only heat, and the explosion also will be more weighted into heat as well. So this is a heat proc build, and it will definitely hold up against high level enemies. Now I would recommend you do have a Strun ribbon. If you don't, you're going to definitely be running into those impact procs I was talking about. You can just put on Vigilance Supplies in that slot. Now we go to impact and heat, and the impact is higher weighted, so it's going to really, really reduce how many heat procs you get. So, highly recommend getting it, but again, they're going to likely nerf the Dispo, so that 100% minus impact might not last for too long. So yeah, that's going to be the build right there. 100 munitions just for extra overkill, and we got Band of the Grenier because we were fighting Grenier in the mission we did. So some other things you can potentially do. You can definitely go for some viral procs and enemies. Let's quickly showcase that with the Epitaph, throwing on some viral and heat procs. And also, if you want to make it even more silly, like I said, you can replace Korra's Whipclaw with this. Look at what my Korra shards are. I've got melee crit damage, melee crit damage. Everything is melee crit damage. There are red Archon shards for increased status chance for primaries. So I could take that 436, and without putting on any other elemental mods, I could jam it up even more to like 500, 600% with with one dual stat mod and just Galvanized Savvy and no status chance ribbon. So it's silly. It's silly. I don't know if the scaling of the explosion shot is proper, but I'm expecting it to get nerfed. I just wanted to highlight it here so you guys can see it. Let's get some of that Steel Path gameplay on the screen. We can talk about this. So basically, I wasn't even like viral procking. I wasn't like, we were armor stripping at least. Armor stripping on this is going to be disgusting. And as far as Korra's Whipclaw, yeah, Korra's Whipclaw does have more range, but Korra's Whipclaw also involves you having to build up combo multiplier. And it can be kind of annoying to keep combo multiplier in some of these later missions. So the Strun requires one headshot, and then you're good to go. So it's much easier to maintain. It can deal, I don't know if I'd say the same kind of, it can deal comparable damage. We have galvanized mods for primaries and all that. Let's see if there's any footage of me actually shooting anything in here. And yeah, it can be very, very powerful. This is the thing. When you're playing Korra, the enemies are supposed to be CC'd in the first place. So if you don't see any enemies getting shot, I apologize for that. And look at this. Look, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm trying to build combo multiplier. Like, my teammate already killed him. This alleviates that annoying issue for Korra. Having to build up count multiplier. Oh, everything's already dead. Have to build up my 12x count multiplier again. Nope. Find literally one enemy, ensnare them even. Ensnare will stun them, make them easy pickings for headshots. And then there you go. You got your nasty heat proc launcher that's going to do like 20 heat procs in one shot. 30, 50 even in some situations. So in the future, I might actually take off all these shards on Korra and put on status chance shards for primaries, just to see how it would go. I don't know if it would be overwhelmingly strong, but it sounds like it would be funny at least. So maybe stop by the live stream channel to see if I'm trying that out today. Because I have the red shards, but yeah, I don't usually do these kinds of endurance missions now that Steel Essence got nerfed. But funny enough, the reason we were doing this mission is because of Steel Essence. I have not been farming Steel Essence, but this Steel Path Requiem Kuva Survival is a great place to farm it. As you can get Kuva, you can get Traces, you can open Requiem Relics, and you can get Steel Essence. I think I walked away from this like 2.5 hour, 3 hour run with I think like 225 Steel Essence, and my teammates got more too because their cats were being generous with the cat buffs. So yeah, pretty nasty. I definitely would recommend this. No, I wouldn't recommend like entirely replacing your Whip Claw, but you could definitely consider it. The thing is, a lot of people are really thinking that this will get nerfed because, I mean, these procs are crazy. The damage is crazy. That enemy just got exploded, although there was a Glaive Prime being thrown at him as well. So, you know, in a team setting like this, especially when you're camping, everyone is just kind of like wailing on the enemies. Here's some actual enemies I can shoot at here. Now, we're not wanting to go for Deadhead here because with Korra, a lot of enemies will be stuck to the wall with Whip Claw, so you want to be able to shoot through the wall, and you don't want to be depending on headshot multipliers from Deadhead. You literally only want to get one headshot ever. Well, I mean, technically, you do want to go for headshots if you're trying to kill stuff, but if they're stuck to the wall, you're not going to be able to get headshots, obviously. You only get the one headshot to build your entire Incarnon meter. With the multi-shot Riven, it will be no questions asked. Entire Incarnon meter. Without a multi-shot Riven, it might take like 2 shots. It's not going to be a big deal. But yeah, this is relatively chill. It scales very well. If you throw in viral procs and armor stripping, it's gonna kill level 10,000s. Like, no problem. And the thing about survival is the scaling is really slow. Even in like 2 or 3 hours in, I don't even know if they're level 1,000 at this point. So yeah, Circuit scales a lot better. There's an Eximus right there. And I want to make sure I defended the point. He's gonna die. One more shot and he's gonna be dead. So pretty nasty. Let's show it with all the procs in the simulacrum, and let's just see some silly numbers. You technically could take off Hunter Munitions if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, so let's get the Epitaph with, I believe, Viral on here. Yeah, Viral. I change my Epitaph build every couple of days, it feels like. Alright, and we hopefully don't get debuffed by our cat. Now, Arcane Tempo is not necessary. It gives you increased fire rate for shotguns. Let's pull them together. Give them some Viral procs. And Incarnon. So with Viral procs, they should all be dead right there. Okay, that guy's not dead. Now he is. So yeah, that's what you can expect. I don't even bother with Viral procking most of the time. Especially because people do tend to bring Panzer Vulpaphilas around. I just, you know, I deal overwhelmingly so much damage anyway. We're literally going for body shots right now. That was nasty. Okay. That's what you could expect sometimes with this weapon. And that's just with one elemental. Of course, you can do the same thing with electric procs. You can do the same thing with like toxin procs, kind of. But the nice thing about heat procs is they will remove enemy armor while they are ticking. And also, you can stack them up really fast. Here, let me spam shots. I spam shots, the game almost crashes because it's so much damage. So yeah, really, really nasty. If you don't have the Strun Prime Incarnon, you should. And you know, you got until Sunday at 8 p.m. ET to get it before it doesn't come back for another month. And potentially gets nerfed before then. So I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate the support and take it easy. Peace.